Hello everybody, this is Archana here from Read, Write, Inspire. Today we are going to speak about Nanowrimo, National November Writing Month, and all that you can do in October, popularly known as Preptober, so that your Nanowrimo is a grand success. So I'm going to give you a few tips so that you can tackle NaNoWriMo successfully. The first tip is think about your story. NaNoWriMo is National November Writing Month. Thousands of writers from around the world write 50,000 words in the 30 days of November. So this is approximately 1,667 words every day. Now, to write 1,667 words every day may not be such a huge thing for many writers. For instance, Stephen King is said to write 2,000 words every day. But it's not so for everyone. For instance, I'm quite a lazy writer and NaNoWriMo makes sure that I complete my target for that month. But I'm not so productive on all days. So I really look forward to November because of all the camaraderie which exists everywhere. I do tend to finish my words. But one thing which I've realized is most of them who are not successful during November are people who have either not planned out their story or they are people who have not planned out their time. So I want to talk about both these things today. So the first thing, like I told you, the first tip is think about your story. You may be a pantser, that is someone who doesn't really outline their story before writing, which is totally fine for November. However, just make sure that you give some thought to your story. A blank page can be terrifying for most of us. So when you have some idea of who is going to be the character, or maybe what is the story which you're going to write about, what is the theme, these things can actually help you when you deal with your story in the month of November, so that you don't spend so much time sitting and scratching your head and wondering about what's going to come next. So the first tip is think about your story. Second thing is plan your commitments. Now, to write 1,667 words in a day would take different time for different people. So for me, approximately, that's going to take me something like 2 to 3 hours of my day. On a good day, probably I can do around 1,667 words in 2 hours. But there are days when this even goes to 3 hours. So for me to do NaNoWriMo successfully, I need to have 3 hours of my time blocked out for this. So how do I do that? When I was a young mother, when my son was very small, I had a babysitter who used to come in every evening for 3 hours to look after him. And those are the 3 hours that I used to spend writing for NaNoWriMo. So chalk out time for yourself. Either, you can wake up an hour early in the morning, or maybe you can use your lunch break during office, for this. Or maybe you can, I had a friend who used to write on her phone, on a mobile phone during commute. And in Mumbai, where I stay, commute is the biggest, I don't know, what do I say, it's literally squeezes the life out of us and makes us, give up so much time. We spend like 3 to 4 hours during commute. So she used to be happy to write on her phone whatever little she could, so that, she makes up her word count during NaNoWriMo. So there are various things you can do, but more than all these things, let me tell you, have a look at where you waste your time during October. Usually, we binge watch YouTube, we are on Netflix, we are on Amazon Prime, and we gossip, we are scrolling through Facebook endlessly. So probably if you can give up all these little things, you can easily squeeze out 2 to 3 hours in your day, and that can be really productive NaNoWriMo writing time for you during November. So the second tip is plan your commitments and plan when you're going to write during November. The third tip, and very most important tip I would say, is look after your health. I know many writers who start out NaNoWriMo enthusiastically, and then they fall sick within 1 week or 10 days. Why does this happen? Because NaNoWriMo is not a sprint. NaNoWriMo is a marathon. So if you're not going to write for 3 days, you're going to get something about 5,000 words. You have to tackle 5,000 words. So instead of writing for 6 days, they end up sitting on Saturday and trying to tackle 10,000 words, which is not wrong. Maybe you have time only during a Saturday and Sunday, which is quite okay. You can do it, but though you cannot write 1,667 words every day, I don't think it is possible that you don't have any time at all to write even 500 or maybe 1,000 words a day. So even if you write 1,000 words a day for 6 days, instead of having to tackle 10,000 words on Saturday, you would be having to tackle only an excess of 4,000 words during Saturday, which is still doable. So please try not to, have a huge backlog of words which you need to sit and push yourself to do. But yes, if you take it slowly and steadily all through the day, then NaNoWriMo is easily doable, and you will definitely succeed writing 50,000 words in 30 days. And okay, so the fourth tip which I want to talk to you about is find your tribe. NaNoWriMo tribe is there everywhere, all around the world. And the NaNoWriMo world website, the worldwide website, also has a lot of helpful sprints and other things happening on their Facebook page, on their Twitter channel. And this can be very useful for you if you need some motivation. For instance, for me, all my writing during NaNoWriMo takes place through the NaNoWriMo Twitter page or on the NaNoWriMo Facebook group. So both of which are I am a member of the India-centric ones, and I usually sprint there because they are with friends whom I know and with whom I share a great rapport. So I would suggest that you need to find your tribe. And even if you're completely new to this game and you don't know anybody, just go and tell a hi to the municipal liaison. There is a municipal liaison for every locality, for every country. So if you can just go and tell them a hi and tell them you're new to this and that you would like some motivation, believe me, they are the sweetest people, and they would definitely give you a huge motivational boost so that you can complete your word count. The fifth tip which I have for you for Preptober is have a plan on how you are going to back up your work. You can either put it in Google Drive or on OneDrive, or you can even just email it to yourself. For instance, in my Gmail account, I have a folder called backup. So every time I write something which for that particular day, what do is from my Yahoo ID, I just email it to my Gmail ID. And as soon as it reaches my Gmail inbox, I drag that mail and put it into the folder which says backup. So this way there is an updated account of all the work which I have done. Apart from this, I also have a subscription to Backblaze. My laptop has been creating trouble for the last 5-6 months, and I know that it's going to either crash or I don't know what's going to happen. Something is going to go wrong very soon. So as soon as I had that inkling that something is going to go wrong, I was very scared on how am I going to back up all my work. So what I did is I took a subscription to this service called Backblaze, and Backblaze, they maintain a cloud backup of my entire laptop. So all the contents, photos, videos, all my written stuff, everything, just every possible thing on my laptop is backed up on a cloud. So in case my laptop does crash, then immediately I can contact Backblaze and they will send me a pen drive which has the entire copy of my laptop which crashed. So I can put it into my new laptop, or if my laptop gets repaired or whatever, whatever happens, I can just use it. I have it all in my hand without any worry. So Backblaze is an extremely useful service and I would recommend it to everybody. It's got a fee of about, I think, 500 rupees or something per month, which may seem expensive, but I think it's very valuable, considering that my entire work, my life's work is in my laptop, and I'm extremely scared of that. What would happen if I lose it? So for me, spending that 500 per month, which would probably be the price of 2 Starbucks coffees, is still fine. I would rather spend it over here and give up on my coffee from Starbucks, because I think this is an extremely useful service. In case you're interested in Backblaze, I would leave a link to it in the description box below. I'm planning to do a few more videos on Nanowrimo. Let me know if you have any specific queries about how to tackle Nanowrimo, or how have I managed successfully to handle Nanowrimo. Now I think I'm going to be this might be my 6th or 7th year of Nanowrimo. So I would leave a link below to all that, and also there are certain very useful books about writing productively and maintaining a good writing habit. I would personally say those are some books which have helped me tackle Nanowrimo successfully all these years. So yes, I'll leave a link to those books also down below. If you like this video, please click like and please subscribe to the channel, because your subscribing to this channel would be such a huge emotional boost for me to keep creating many more such videos for you. Thank you so much. Bye.